Would you believe it if I told you that reality is more beautiful than fiction? It is hard, but here are the top 10 destinations from all over the world that will bring your fantasy to life. In this video, we are going to talk about the 10 dream places on Earth. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick around to the end. Number 10. Machu Picchu, Peru. After we're going to Peru to visit Machu Picchu. Nestled in the Andes Mountains, Machu Picchu stands as one of the most incredible archaeological sites in the world. It was built around 1450 by the Incan and is believed to have been constructed as an estate for the Incan emperor at the time. Machu Picchu was abandoned in the year 1572, probably due to the nearby Spanish conquests, and many of the people may have gotten smallpox. The citadel was overgrown by the forest and remained hidden until 1911, when it was found by the American explorer Hiram Bingham. Today, Machu Picchu is one of the world's most well-known archaeological sites. To reach Machu Picchu, you can hike there, or you can also take a train. Number 9. Uyuni Salt Flats, Bolivia. Afterwards, we're going to head over to Bolivia to experience the Uyuni Salt Flats. Located in the Bolivian Andes Mountains lies the largest salt flat in the world. One of the most peculiar places on the salt flats is this little island called Incahuasi. It's located in the middle of the salt flats with nothing around it, and it's home to giant cacti, and the landscape just feels otherworldly. Another interesting fact about these salt flats is that when it rained, it creates the world's biggest mirror. If you can't make it to South America, there's another salt flats called Bonneville in the state of Utah in the USA. I've been there several times, and I can say both are amazing and worth the journey. Number 8. Hawaiian Islands, Kauai. After, we're gonna head to the Hawaiian Islands to visit Kauai. Of all the Hawaiian Islands, Kauai is the oldest, making it the most beautiful and diverse. It's nicknamed the Garden Island, and when you go there, you'll understand why. One of my favorite places on Kauai is the Nepali coast. There are very few places in the world, if any, that can match the beauty of this coastline. The Nepali coast is filled with sea cliffs that rise over 1,000 meters from the ocean, contrasted with deep, narrow valleys that empty to the sea below. There are several ways to experience in the Nepali coast. One of the best ways is by helicopter. It can be a little expensive, but it offers incredible views of the cliffs. Another great way is through a boat tour. You'll be able to experience the coast from a new perspective, and you can also jump off the boat and do some snorkeling in the ocean. It's truly phenomenal. If you're on a budget like me, there's plenty of hikes and lookout spots you can go to have an amazing experience exploring the Nepali coast. Number 7. Yellowstone National Park. After, we're going to visit Yellowstone National Park. Located in Wyoming, Yellowstone is one of the USA's most visited national parks. One of the most famous places in Yellowstone is the Grand Prismatic Spring. It's the third largest hot spring in the world, with a depth of 160 feet, and from above it displays a remarkable rainbow color. You can walk on the platforms around the spring, but you'll get the best view by taking the short hike up to the Grand Prismatic Spring overlook. Another iconic spot in the park is Old Faithful. It's one of the world's most famous geysers. Because of its reliability, it erupts around every 90 minutes, and the boiling water can reach 185 feet high. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's get back to our topic. Number 6. British Columbia, Canada. Afterwards, we're going to head over to Canada to visit British Columbia. Sandwiched right between Alaska and Washington, British Columbia is an incredible area full of massive mountains and endless beauty. British Columbia is a wonderland if you're into action sports. It has some of the world's best mountain biking and kayaking, and it's also where the ski resort Whistler is located. While we're still in Canada, we're going to visit Banff National Park. If you love gigantic mountains and pristine alpine lakes, this is the place for you. It's Canada's oldest national park and easily one of the most scenic. My favorite place in the park is Moraine Lake. It just has this stunning turquoise water with a backdrop of the Rocky Mountains. It's hard to match that scenery. Number 5. Japan. After, we're going to visit the land of the rising sun, Japan. From the snow-covered northern island of Sapporo to the Japanese Alps, this little island country has so much to offer. When you get to Japan, you can visit Tokyo. It's the largest city in the world with a population of over 37 million. From Tokyo, you can venture about an hour and a half outside to visit Mount Fuji. The active volcano is the tallest peak in Japan, as high as 12,388 feet. It's a perfect cone shape and acts as a sacred symbol for the country. A great place to view Mount Fuji from is Lake Kawaguchi. You can get a wonderful view of the volcano from there, and overall, it's just a beautiful area. Nearby is the Chirito Pagoda, which offers one of the most incredible views of the sacred volcano. Number 4. Great Wall of China. Afterwards, we're going to visit the Great Wall of China. This may be the most notable feature of China, and with reason. When I think of the Great Wall of China, I imagined one giant wall that stretches across the country, but it's actually a series of walls that were built by different dynasties as far back as the 7th century BC. The walls that are most famous and recognizable today are the walls that were built by the Ming Dynasty during the 14th century, which are located about 2 hours outside of Beijing. In total, there are about 13,000 miles of walls across China, making it one of the greatest architectural feats in human history. Number 3. Kamchatka Peninsula, Russia. After, we're gonna head over to Russia to visit the Kamchatka Peninsula. This may be one of the most wild and beautiful places in all of Russia. It's a sea-battered land dotted with over 160 volcanoes. It's basically Russia's version of Iceland, with a little bit of Alaska. The volcanic peninsula is home to bears, killer whales, and some of the most stunning places I've ever seen. There are no roads from mainland Russia that lead to Kamchatka, so the best way to get there is by plane. I think this may be one of the most beautiful, yet undiscovered places in the world. Number 2. Greenland. While we're still in the Nordics, we're gonna head across the Atlantic to visit Greenland. Now, Greenland is just absolutely huge. It's the biggest island in the world, but due to its harsh living conditions, only 56,000 people live there, making it the least densely populated place on the planet. Now, the capital city is Nuuk, and about a third of all the people in Greenland live there. I just think Greenland has some of the most untamed and wild places. They're just endless fjords and wonders to explore. Such a fascinating place. Number 1. Lapland, Finland. After, we're gonna head over to Finland to visit Lapland. Located in Finland's northernmost region, Lapland is the definition of a frozen wonderland. If you can handle the cold, Lapland may be one of the best places to witness the northern lights. Although the aurora borealis are abundant throughout the cold winter months, it can get up to -50 degrees Celsius in the winters, so make sure you bundle up. One thing I just love about Lapland is the snow-covered trees. They look like something that should have been from a Dr. Seuss book. That's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you liked this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.